Hello, my name is Jupi Hadley, and today we're doing another version of Jupi Plays All the Games, this time with the ProcJam 2018. The ProcJam is a procedural generation jam that challenges developers to make something that makes something. Basically, you're just meant to make something that has to do with generative software. It can be a game, it can be art, it can be music, it can be wallpapers, it can be whatever. And then you submit your work. There's no actual ending deadline, however, on October 19th to October 29th was when the actual jam took place. There was also a bunch of talks and resources released, there was some asset packs released, some tutorials released, and more and more and more. ProcJam's a really amazing jam, and if you want to help promote it, you should check out the jam page and take a look for next year's ProcJam. I'm playing all of the things that were entered. We're checking them out for about a minute each, 10 per video. Links to the individual projects will be in the description, so you can check them out. At the end, I'll probably have an article of my favorites up on Big Boss Battle, which you can see when that comes around. Thank you very much for watching and liking and commenting and subscribing. If you want to support what I do, consider checking out the links in the bottom of the description to my social media platforms and Patreon. Next. We're checking out a simple card generator, make 3D cards from nothing. So here's some pictures of, it's going to take ages. Here's a GIF of a load of cards that it's generated. This is pretty interesting. So it generates the different pictures and the titles and whatnot, as well as the words underneath them. This tool is like $2, which isn't a whole lot for a Unity package that allow you to generate, trading cards as well as .rar version. And they've got quite a few examples here. It looks like there's a lot of parameters that you can set for this card, and if you're making a card game, maybe generating some is a good idea. I don't know. I think they look really nice though. Next. We're checking out poe-try. This is a text generator that generates poems. Red man streams wind upon scene. Strings morting with beauty burned now. I know that, but words have crast, not was, and her browed said, and whom store, on still angels of stern, happing with speak had could deep through that, and select to comment, she ever had to word, to the be beauty, long too contentious sing, than true her who was, her whose, clusion. Oh, I would start shadow of every, was words of skies, thou was shadow, power, and bells. Poetry is not the fastest robot, but poetry appreciates your patience. This is quite cute that it does make nice poems. First speak of known of fire, to towel all seeds. Sorry I suck so badly at reading it. Next. We're checking out CFG Storygen. So this generates stories. If you were to ask anyone who the most patriotic unicorn was, the person would say Chell. For Shell, this particular day started out like any other. Shell woke up in prison. It's very particular. Shell walked outside to admire the sky. On his walk, Shell noticed something strange in his neighbor's bushes and went over to investigate. It was a very relaxed prison. An elf walked up to Shell. Hi. I'm Johnny, the elf said. Anyway, I think you would be better as a unicorn, so I'm going to turn you into one, said Johnny, but I'm already a unicorn. No, you won't, Shell yelled, but it was too late. Johnny ripped Shell's soul out of his body and put it into the body of a terrible unicorn. Shell was in shock. Oh, so I was a patriotic unicorn, now I'm terrible. Shell woke up in his bed. It was all a dream, Shell said. Shell turned his head and saw Johnny standing outside his window. Or was it? Finn. That was a very interesting story. I like how much of these mention unicorns. This is another one that mentioned unicorn, but it reads very well. Next. We're playing Photocopy, a game of photography and imitation at Burning Man. WSD, mouse look around, hold shift for precise movements, F to toggle camera modes. In photo comparison mode, move around until you view on the left match to the photo on the right. Left click to take your photo, right click to get a new photocopy. Your score depends on how closely you imitate the source photo. You lifted a rival photographer's memory card during a party last night and kept a few of the most striking images. Recreate those photos with your own camera and publish them first. Let's do light. That's a bit easier to read. Wonderful. How do I see what the photos look like? Alright. Okay, so we have to imitate that. So there's that thing in the background. There's the moon. Well, it's the sun, I guess. Kind of want it. I mean, we're too close, really. It's only got like... I mean, that looks about right. Let's just line this up. Need more precise movements. I feel like it's about here. There's just a couple of sticks about that high. I'm really doing this correctly. Wow, that was pretty good. Now something about these sticks. I quite like copying photos. This seems really like a fun idea. I want this to be quite dark. So is any of these sides like darker? Because everything's really light at the moment. Next. We're playing Wave 37. Oh. I didn't realize the game had started. I can't. I'm just kind of turning. There we go. So am I trying to line up with this? Like they're kind of trapped, but I can't really move, so I don't. That move though. S to shoot, and then we can kind of move left and right. Well, we can kind of rotate where we're facing. I think this is a very difficult game just because of the amount of like enemies. I don't know. I like they're all generated though. Next. We're playing Mech Battle. Building, instructions, building. Click Gen button to automatically generate a mech. Arrow keys to change the position. Hold control or left arrow, right arrow to cycle parts. Then left mouse button to shoot, right mouse button to move, space bar to move at full speed, D to divert power broken parts. Got it. So I kind of feel like we want to generate something. Okay, so we want to cycle through. Oh, that's just moving it around. Cool. I mean, that's fine. This is fine. Let's play. Sure. An alien mecha have begun to appear near our research facility. Disable the enemy spawns near there. Oh, I didn't think they were just gonna attack me so fast. Alright. Let's grab whatever this is. Like, these are mine now. Please die. Please die. I want all of that as well. Cool. I like the mini-map. It's good. Mini-maps are cool. Just gonna go straight towards whatever's shooting at me until it dies. Getting lots of points though. Lots of little, like, white dots, I should say. Made movement a bit weird. We're victorious. This is quite cool. Next. We're playing On Quest. How do we move though? Alright, I guess we press enter to start, and then we have like a couple of different attacks. This is the floating eye, so I believe it's W? No, okay. It gives us a bunch of attacks, so floating eye is S. Okay, I wish these were almost there so that we could have a tutorial with it. But that's okay. So this is the eye. Oh, I didn't hold it down for long enough. Okay. I feel like it might have been that one. No, it was actually my sword that was needed for that. It didn't... Because I had queued up so many actions to try them out, it didn't actually get the action I wanted in time. We went past 2 though, that's good. I like the animations a lot, and I like the graphics themselves are really nice. Next. We're playing QVTS. My best time is none. Alright, so left is... Right is J. Jump is Y. These are weird controls. Cool, shift. Oh no, jump is X. I think that's the point. It's procedurally generating the controls. And then right is space. Okay, that's fine. Jump is O. So we gotta get like the best times possible. D, that's fine. D jump is S. Alright, it's also probably procedure generating the levels. H, cool. And then L. And then H. This is a very interesting platformer. There's a lot to follow. Oh yeah, it's B to jump. And that's not at all a bad thing. B to jump, right is P. Oh yeah, that's left though, Z. Cool, next. We're playing Star Twin Locator. This device will link you to your parallel selves across the multiverse. By attuning to their astrological presence, we can identify basic information about them and the planets they inhabit. So, my name, please input your birthday. Okay. Oh, this doesn't scroll. There we go. I was just not scrolling well. It's okay. There we go. Astrology report. So my twin name is Buffy Relic. Their birthday was the 193rd sorrow of Ranzed. Okay, so lucky color is Fuzzy Wuzzy. Sunstein is Aaron. Homeworld. We've got lots of stats here that were generated. Aaron comes from the miserable wretch's world for intense. The intense nature of Aaron's makes them kindly, average, and a decent tour guide. Although intense is the prevailing trait of Aaron's, they are also known for being of existential and pretentious character. Their existential personality makes them stand out among miserable wretches. Conservatively, their pretentious nature, although helpful, holds them back from their perfect success. Due to the cosmic activity at the time of their birth, the House of Pleasure impacts all aspects of their life. Their intense nature tends to make them really conscious of their creativity. The House of Pleasure also highlights a strong relationship to their drama from a personal focus on their romance. And a personal focus on the romance. This is quite cool. It, definitely generated a lot. Next. We're checking out Strands. This twine file creates another twine file. The goal of this, if it can be said to have one, is to send off a story thread for others to contribute in new ways. Think of it as an experiment using people to spread different narrative threads, existing scopes on a large scale. Alright, so instructions. Review the previous content and plain text the text area below. Click Add to the Story to write the text content to the current HTML document, the new text when it appears previous content area. Click Generate New Version for this file to make a new one. Click Download to download the newest version. Send it to another person. Oh. So, previous content. You're on the edge of a vast forest. You take a step forward. How much do I write? Can I spell? The answer is no. I should probably describe what the statue is, but how to use an opening in the middle of it. You can see a marble statue. The statue is glistening in the sunlight. There's something shiny within its hands. So I probably should talk about the statue, but a bird is staring at the statue but not moving forward to take the object. This is what I would add to the story, and then I would send it to someone else. Add to the story. Generate new one. Download. Interesting. This is a cool idea.